What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick trade recap of the trade that I took right inside of here. So let me delete all of this stuff and get to the breakdown. So coming into the day, going to the 30-minute time frame, you can see that we get some lower highs and lower lows, kind of moving inside of here. So we were pretty bearish, but then right around here, we had a huge push to the upside, huge push. And so initially in the day, I got in for some buys near the breakout area, which was right around here. And then I rode that expecting that we were going to continue to the upside to take out this liquidity. I rode about 2 contracts, maybe 3, around 2 contracts up to that level. And of course I partialed out some around right here. So probably one contract took off here and then the other near the high, but that's not the specific trade I want to break down. So seeing this, knowing that we are super bullish now for the day, I'm expecting us to continue to take out some buy side liquidity, which is on the top side, I believe. Something like that, whatever. I'm expecting us to take out some of these highs. So you can see all of this liquidity resting in here, 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 a ton of liquidity right here, and then liquidity up here as well. So with all that being said, knowing that now we're super bullish, this is the trade that I want to break down. So coming right here, you can see we have a 5-minute breakout structure to the upside right here. And I wanted to see that 5-minute order flow remain intact. So 5-minute breakout structure. I can see that we start creating a pullback on the 5-minute time frame. And we have 5-minute imbalance right here, as well as 5-minute imbalance right here. Now, wondering where we're going to go in this trend, I'm seeing that we're super bullish right now. So typically, I would want to see price come around 50% back into the range, which would be somewhere in here before we see a continuation to the upside. That would be a nice smooth market. But seeing how bullish we are, I did not expect that we were going to get that pull back all the way to the 50%. We can also see that the moving average is around up here. So knowing all that, going down to now the 1-minute time frame, let me get rid of some of this. You can see the 1-minute time frame structure is right. Where is that tool? Right here. We have a high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Once again, knowing that we're super bullish right now, this is a demand because the last sell to buy creates that demand. So now, seeing that on the 1-minute time frame, I'm looking to see if the 1 minute is going to hold. Once I got this first push out right here, I took a buy position, my first contract on this position, with my stop loss probably around right here. Now, after that, I can see we also started creating this trend line up here. Anticipating the break of this trend line with all the momentum going back to the upside, I saw this blue candle and I waited for a push above and I got in on my second position. So I had 2 contracts now on this trade, and I had TP1 around right here just because I had 2 contracts on it, and then TP2 was around up here. And we could have rode it to that high where the liquidity was at, but I was fine with how much I'd already got out of this trade. And so yeah, we got the break of this trend line. And this would technically be the entry number 2, stop loss, you know, somewhere around here if we were having it precise. But this is how my averaged in position looked. And yeah, this is a screenshot of that trade because I did not screen record it. But this is a screenshot of that trade right here. So you can see this is the area that I'm describing right now. And we got out around up here because we were trailing our stop loss. And this is that this is the 30-second time frame. This is the trend line right here. And let's go back into it so you can kind of see. So now this looks more like it. 30-second moving down, break out right there. Breaking down one more potential trade I could have taken was right here, which is kind of like the same setup, a breakout setup. I saw that we broke below this low right here. So we were kind of bearish for a moment. And then we had this trend line going to the upside. Once we had the break of that trend line, this could have been another trade to the upside. And then my TP1 would have been at this resistance level or supply level. Last up candle before the down move. And this would have been TP1. This would have been TP2. And after hitting TP1, stop loss would have went to break even because I knew sellers could have possibly taken back over. And you can see right here, trend line going back up. We broke below. I could have sold here as well, but I had already locked my account for the day because I don't need to make any more profits on this today. And I would have put the stop loss up here and took a 1-to-1. You can see it went to around a 1.7, but on this specific trade, I would have taken a 1-to-1. Because I still anticipate that we're going to take out this high. That's all for this trade recap. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to check down in the description below if you would like to learn my strategy and learn from me one-on-one or in a group. All right, catch y'all later.